if you guys have been thinking about possibly relocating from whatever state you're currently in, and you're wondering if relocating is a good idea, then you want to stay tuned for this video where we will discuss with you the 5 top reasons that we decided to relocate out of California to Texas.
Hey guys, Gus and Karla here with KGC Realty Group. We are your favorite Dallas realtors. Hey, if you are new to our channel, welcome. We are so glad that you are here. Go ahead and do us a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What that does is just, you know what, it keeps us motivated to continue to do more videos for you guys.
If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. We're so glad you're here, and thank you for all the support that you show us. So please make sure to share this video with anybody that you know that can benefit from our information. And today we're going to be talking about the 5 top reasons that we decided to relocate from California to Texas. Guys, so before we go into the video and tell you guys all about the 5 top reasons that we decided to relocate from California, make sure to stay till the end because we have a very exciting and just great tip for you guys that's going to make your moving so much easier, and I wish somebody would have told us when we were moving, so you want to make sure to stay till the end to find that out. Hey guys, so reason number 1 is we decided to relocate out of California because of the family atmosphere. We grew up in California, we had our children there, and you know, they were getting older. So one of the main reasons was California just wasn't as family friendly as we had hoped that it would be by the time that we had children. When we left, it was back in 2018, and at that time our son was in pre-K, and there was a lot of talks about having a co-gender bathroom in the public elementary schools. So that was a big reason why we decided that it just wasn't the place for us anymore, because we wanted to find, you know, somewhere where we could be more family friendly and that our kids would grow up in just like the right atmosphere that our family prioritizes in. So we really decided to come to Texas because we chose Texas out of all the other states because they're just super great at creating family-oriented activities, which we didn't have in California. So when we did some research and we looked at the stuff that they had and the weekend activities, it was just really geared towards families, which we loved at that time, having a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old at that time and being able to spend the weekends together and do some really great family-friendly activities.
Yeah, so that was our main reason, was probably, you know, just looking into the future and, you know, deciding, hey, we want to grow our family, you know, with 2 kiddos there at the time. So it was just our vision for our family just wasn't aligning, you know, there in California. So, hey, we decided, you know what, let's look around, let's see, you know, the best places that we could, you know, grow our family and raise our family. So we landed here in the great state of Texas. So the second reason why we decided to relocate from California to Texas was affordability, housing affordability to be more precise. You know, was a big thing for us. We've been renting our whole lives there in California. We weren't able to afford anything as far as like purchasing a house or a condo or pretty much anything there in California. So, you know, affordability, housing affordability was one of the major reasons why we decided to move to the Dallas area, more specifically the North Dallas area. So we were able to find a house that we loved. We were able to put an offer on it, and we were able to purchase our own house. It was the first house that we owned. You know, it was here in Texas. So yeah, the affordability was a big factor for us, especially seeing as how we come from San Diego, which is highly overpriced. Oh yeah.
But we loved it. great weather. It was very unaffordable, especially for a growing family like ours. And then while we started doing some research, I mean, one of the great things about Texas is that there's no state taxes.
Right.
So that was a big factor for us as well, was being able to come over here and get rid of all the state taxes that were just crazy high in California. And the cost of living overall is just less here. So like groceries and things that we were having to do a lot over there, it's less expensive here. I'm not saying it's super cheap, but it's definitely less expensive.
Yeah, gas being one of them. I know gas right now is a little high, but when we came here in 2018, gas prices were really good compared to California super high prices. So affordability is overall, one of the major reasons why we decided to move to Texas.
Number 3, guys, was definitely the pace of life.
Yeah.
If you're in California or you've ever lived in California, it's a constantly go, go, go. You're on the go all the time.
Yeah.
It's like we said, it's expensive to live there. So, both of us working, we're just go, go, go all the time. You really don't have any time to sit down and spend time with your family or get to enjoy the kids who were little at that time, being 3 and 5. It was just, we were overly stressed, just trying to keep up with everything in life and trying to work full-time jobs and raise a family was really hard.
So yeah, me being in corporate office, company full-time, her being in full-time, property management. So that took a lot from us as far as like time. So that's something that, we have learned that, hey, time, you're never going to get time back.
Mm-hmm.
So, our 2 kiddos were pretty much all day being babysat with my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that kind of like, looking more in the future, we're like, do we want this to continue more? So that was a big deal for us, was, having that time freedom. Like, we want to have Sundays like off. She would work Sundays, and we kind of we want to be done with that. We're like, we want Sundays to be our family day, and just spend more time as a family with the kids, go out, do more activities, and having that freedom was a huge factor for us.
Yeah, and I think that here in Texas, what we have found is that life just moves a little bit slower.
For sure.
People, like I said, since they're a little bit more family friendly oriented, it's just, you're on a downtime. Like, everybody is not working at 6 o'clock at night.
Right.
Businesses don't typically open till about 9 or 10 in the morning. So it's just, you see it all around. Like, people are a lot more focused on being able to spend that time with their family versus working, is what I think we have come to find.
Yeah, and then another thing was also that was just really cool when we first got here was how friendly everybody was. Moving into a new neighborhood, a new street, 2 kids, and it kind of took me back to like, hey, back in the day when all the kids were outside and just playing, riding bikes, and just doing kid stuff. And that's something we got to experience here moving to Texas, was the kids just being outside, just being on the street, just playing with other kids and meeting new kids without being weird about it. It was just kids being kids, and that's something that we loved. We were just hanging out outside in front of our house and meeting our neighbors, which we never got to do in California when we were renting over there. So we got to meet people right away, and it was really cool just having that neighborhood environment, and everybody just kind of knew each other. So, and that just came naturally and pretty quickly. Number 4 reason why we decided to relocate from California to Texas was education. The education system here in Texas, doing some pretty good research, was amongst the top in the nation. So we decided to being that one of the main reasons why we decided to move here to Texas was the education system.
Yeah. So being in California, the ratings for schools aren't the best. Luckily, at that time, our son was still in pre-K, so we didn't have a lot to worry about, and he had an amazing teacher. But we knew that the kids growing up there, you know, what was the education system going to look like? Were we going to have to go into private school, especially with everything that was going on in California at that time?
Right.
So doing our research, we chose the North Dallas area specifically because they had some really great school systems and school districts such as Prosper ISD, McKinney ISD, Frisco ISD. I mean, all of these schools are amazing. The districts are amazing. They've got great teachers, and they've got some really amazing like systems in play for kids that need extra help. And I've talked to a lot of clients, and they've chosen these specific school districts because of the systems and the courses that they have in place for specific children, and if they need just that extra help, and they've got just some amazing curriculums going for them. So Prosper also happens to have some of the top, not just education, but sports system. So everybody, you know, Prosper IC is highly, highly sought after for things like football and softball. So that was definitely a big factor for us when we decided to relocate. Reason number 5, we decided to relocate from California was just the amazing opportunities that were available to us at that time. I was, like he said, I was managing apartments, and he was working for a sales company, and they allowed him to work from home. So we decided to relocate, and we decided at that time that I would stop working.
So that was huge. I mean, you know, both being full-time over there in California and coming over here and just having that opportunity to for her to step down for a little bit and just kind of focus on the family, focus on the kids. And you know, I was given the opportunity to work from home even back then in 2018. And hey, we took the opportunity. We thought it was great for us at the time, and it really was. I mean, we were working from home, her, you know, just focusing on the kids and all that. So that was a big thing for us. And not just that, but, you know, just looking more into the future, and started seeing all these, you know, companies that started moving over here to Texas. Now being, you know, Tesla being one of them. Over there, moving to Austin, amongst other companies, right? So even there in 2018, we started seeing the growth that was happening over here and the opportunities that we could have in the future.
Hey guys, okay, so thank you for staying tuned till the very end. And our tip for moving, if you are thinking about relocating, my husband doesn't think it's so exciting, but I think it was a great tip. So we researched tons of moving companies. We had them come out, give us pricing.
Crazy amounts of quotes. We cannot afford it.
It was just crazy expensive. And then we found ABF, which I think is amazing. He's just okay about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a great tip. But, you know, ABF, and I think it's called UPAC, I believe it's called. So they were great to work with. And, you know, it's kind of like a pod kind of thing, but they bring a container into your house. They deliver it, and I believe they give you like 3 days for you to pack everything. And they pick it up, and they just ship it over here to in front of the house that, you know, that we had bought. And so that was great. It was affordable, and actually they only charge you for the amount of space that you use. So that was you know, a great moving company that we used,
which I think is what makes them so great. So we're not sponsored in any way by them, but because you get this giant truck and you only use whatever space you're going to use, what they do is then they go to other locations, and everybody just kind of starts building onto this. So it's a huge truck, and they only bill you for your section because you're splitting costs with the other people or companies that are also putting things into this truck. So that's why I think it was amazing that we were able to find something super affordable at that time. And we were able to split the cost with all these other people that were possibly moving, or companies that were having items shipped over here. And then with that said, all of our stuff was in great shape when it got here, except for a TV, which I don't blame them for.
That's all on me.
But other than that, it was amazing. And I think pocket wise, like it just financially, it just made sense and it helped, and we have nothing but nice things to say about it.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's other, great moving companies out there, but for us, it worked at the time with the budget and all that. So yeah, that's our tip. So there you have it, guys. Those were the 5 reasons why we relocated from California to Texas. We want to make sure that you are on top of our channel. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can always be notified of new videos that are uploaded into our channel. And we do other videos too. We upload videos every Friday. We do community walkthroughs. We do home walkthroughs. Sometimes we'll do like open house walkthroughs that we host. So we want to make sure that you are on top of that. So thanks for watching. We see you next time. Bye.